and we are going to hopefully have a moderate difficulty puzzle today as opposed to yesterday's warm-up. So let's see how that goes. I'm super excited to see how that goes for sure. We'll see whether Eric decides to grace my stream or not again today. I'm really curious what time zone he's in because I'm not sure what time he goes to bed, given that he kind of has to stay awake in case the puzzles break or something on release. So, I don't know. Be kind of interesting, I guess. Let's wait for actually Twitch to catch up and notice that I am streaming. Yay. Okay. Great. I am streaming. So... Today, Lisa pointed out to me that I was failing to adequately deal with buffering, and that there would be a much simpler way rather than reading the entire input file into a string and then splitting it, that it would be a lot better if you just buffered it and streamed a little bit at a time. And she specifically showed me in her code that she uses buff.io new scanner, and then she uses line.scan, line.text, etc. And that's what I think I am going to do, because that turns out to be a lot simpler and a lot less error prone. So I'm going to make that substitution my day one. And then that will mean that there will be less pain on day two and so forth. So I want to put in buff.io here, and then I want to substitute this for, oh, that's a disadvantage, is that you have to use OS. Okay, so os.open. Oh, the disadvantage of this is that I was reopening the file over and over, which was fine given that I had contents set up before, but now I am potentially going to have to reset the reader, but that's fine. Okay, so yeah, just kind of warming up by refactoring yesterday's code. So contents is going to be a reader. That, and then, so now instead of this, we can just do, let's see, I can do read string, read string, that's not a valid character. Let's see. Something like that. I think that might work. Read string. Okay. And then the delimiter is that. So let's try that, knowing that I can always go back. What did I didn't reopen it, but what I did was I was splitting the whole file again and again and going through the array again and again, which I would rather not do. So inside of this loop, we reset. Switches the buffer reader to read from R. Is that right? Okay, let's try that. And then we need to contents.reset here. So I think if I did that correctly, that should work. Oh, contents.readString used as value 27. Oh. Yep. Right. Read string. Oh, that returns string error. Okay. Okay, I think that should do it. What did I do wrong? Line 28. Oh. Scanner has no reset. What does scanner support then? A scanner. Oh. So scanner reads through the tokens, stops at EOF. So if I need to start it over, okay, that's fine. New scanner runs on a reader. What does the reader support doing? Oh, it only supports read, so I have to do this. That is the disadvantage, but I think it's probably worth it. Yeah, okay, that's a reason not to do it that way. Because now we potentially have to close these things. Oh, did I close this properly? I don't think I did. That would also be a problem. Let's fix that up. File needs to also be closed. Forgot to do that. That's kind of important. So let's see. I think if I replace that, not super happy with the changes that I've made. Yeah, okay, I understand. So what Lisa did was she read it all. So the buffering kind of didn't matter. She read it all, and then she created a int array. So I wind up generating, reparsing everything, but it's fast enough to just go as we go along. So I think, okay. So now I've played around with this, I actually like the way they solved it originally, simply because I don't want to have to create this. This is functionally equivalent to what I did the first time around. So I'm going to reset it back to the way that it was, but now I've played around with buff.io new scanner, and now I know how to use it, so I'm prepared for day 2. Don't save. Okay, so now we've reset it back to our original state. Why did my tags not stick? I swear I put down tags. Oh my god, a whole 100 milliseconds. It's the worst. It probably stopped you from getting a high score. Redo that. Oops, not there. Where was I? Okay. I realized I forgot to tag hashtag advent of code when I posted the stream, so I will fix that. Okay, great. There, it has now been properly advertised. All right, so we have 16 minutes to go before this puzzle will unlock. Assuming everyone here is either someone who is playing Advent of Code themselves or is, I don't know. I have no idea why people are watching this, honestly. So if you would like to tell me why you're here, I am very curious to learn what you're looking to get out of this. Ah, I see. Yeah. Meanwhile, I am tired and sleepy as it is about to be midnight. I'm assuming you're in Europe, Aniket. Cool beans. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and create some files while we're waiting here. So let's do the same thing as previous days. Actually, I'm a lazy person. If I import the same things over and over, then why would I not do this? Let's swap that over to doing it the smarter way, because practice does make perfect, and the more times I actually type this, the more it will actually sink into my mind. So let's open, defer, pay, and then good. And then instead of doing that, I suspect I'm going to get something new line limited, so let's do the thing. Drop that. OS. And buff.io. Okay. And then reader, I think, F, something like that should do the trick, I think. I think something like that should do the trick. Hey, Emily. Okay, open file. We closed it properly. We have a buffer. Oh no, that's a scanner. Okay, new scanner. And no, it's reader. I had reader correct. And it's reader, read line. Or no, reader, read string. Limiter byte. Yep. Okay. Excellent. I'm going to turn off my pings because that could have been slightly OPSEC disastrous. Okay. Great. So now something like that should work. I think that should do the trick. So now I think if I run this, it should work. Oh, Day02. Hi, Raquel. slash Lisa. I literally just hit the button that turns off all notifications. Why did that not work? Oh, because that's set on a per server basis? What? That's frustrating. I have to go through every single of my Slack channels or Slack servers and turn off every single notification. Screw that, I'm not doing that. Okay. I guess I'm quitting Slack then. That kind of sucks. Goodbye, Slack. All right. How are you doing on time? My time's still skewing all around. Nope. It is actually faithful. It is saying 11 minutes. Good. All right. Of course, that's not right. 12. Oh. Redo. Strconv and strings are not used. That's expected. Strconv is... I know how to import strconv if I need it. Okay. Cannot use that. Does that do it? Error. Right. Cool. Excellent. And if I throw things in there, cool. Okay. Oh. Includes the delimiter. Wait. What thing am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing, Eric? The puzzle's not live for 9 minutes. I'm just testing that my that my template IO is working, which it is definitely not. So, you know. Is that correct? Something like that. Yeah, I bet it's a rush. I bet it's a rush. Something like that. Let's see. Does that work? There, that's better. That's much better. Cool. Excellent. I'm going to save this so I don't monkey with it again. Make this obviously wrong. That way, I'm not tempted to accidentally read the wrong day's input. Okay, great. I've got 2017 handy as a crib sheet. I've got 2018 template set up, and I've got my day 2 ready to go. So here we go. What is Twitter saying about Advent of Code? Not much. Okay. I've had to filter out from my tweet deck the the bit that says, I just completed Advent of Code Day X, because it turns out that that really spams up Twitter really fast and makes it hard to find find people that are actually talking about it rather than bragging about it. What does the fox say? I don't know. You'd better ask Binary Vixen that question of what the fox says. Yeah. Let me see. Is it safe for me to show you a tiny bit of my TweetDeck setup? Let's see. Can I safely show TweetDeck? This is what my TweetDeck looks like. So I have noisy notifications like likes on my posts. I have Advent of Code with I just completed, I've completed, etc., etc. Actually, that's a duplicate. Just completed is the same as just completed. Let's make Twitter's electrons work less hard. Cool. I wind up having to, because unfortunately, people on the internet love to direct troll mobs my way, so I have to look out. I have to have a name search going at all times. Sigh. And then over here, I've got my notifications. I've got my own posts so I can easily thread, and I've got the list of people whose tweets I read every single thing of. So that's my TweetDeck setup, and that's because social media is half of my life. As someone who professionally works in a vaguely public relations developer advocacy role. Nicely done, Emily. 5 minutes. I'm curious, Eric, are you interested in hooking up your Fitbit and plotting your heart rate? By the way, if you want to give some love to other streamers, it looks like Tremor AI is also streaming day 2. So feel free to check out their channel too. And it also looks, oddly enough, like someone named Tim has been streaming last year's currently, which is weird, but you know, appreciate people practicing old years as well as working in current years. It's almost like some kind of anomaly detection. Magical AI machine learning monitoring solution would detect a correlation and would attempt to mislead you about causation and correlation and say, oh, maybe the request per second graph is going up because your heart rate is going up, Eric. Have you considered keeping your heart rate low so requests per second stay stable? Let's make sure the timing is accurate. Cool, it is. Awesome. Oh no, has my slash key started repeating too? This keyboard is garbage, don't buy it. I know, anti-endorsements on a stream. Who could imagine? That's amazing. I love it. Let's see. 2 minutes to go. Let's just double check that my stream is stable, which it is, because I was having stream issues earlier in the day. But that's fine. So I think that we're in good shape, and I'm ready for the puzzle to come out. The other weird filter that I've had to apply is Some of these feeds that I have in TweetDeck, I've filtered to must have at least one like, with the idea that if someone has a robot account that's tweeting into the void, I don't really want to read it. Yep. Bye, Lisa. Have fun. Oh, finger exercises. You have no idea. I've been, like, stretching my hands because RSI is important to avoid. Oh, there. That cracked. All right. Let's see how difficult this year's day 2 is. I forget what the jump in difficulty was last year, but it doesn't matter because we have this year going on. So that means that we have to focus on the problems we have in front of us, because soon speculation will be pointless because we'll actually know how difficult it is. Day 3 was the not hash, right? I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Good luck, folks! Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's open. You're currently year 1518. A new suit that would fit through spaces. Just warehouse for 2 similar box IDs. Okay, so this is going to be some sort of permutation of a file or something, or a string. Okay. That have exactly 2 of any letter, exactly 3 of any letter. Okay. And then you multiply the 2 values together. Okay, great. So let's take that and paste into here. So this is going to essentially be, not going to need strcon for this. What we are going to need is we are going to need to split each of these things. So range L, and then I'm going to need to have a map. Let's see, what are these? Rune, I think. Rune int, and then we're going to have scene C plus equals 1. If scene. Oh, tricky. Okay. 2 make up rune. Cool. 3 make map. Yep. Okay. Actually, wait. No, that's simplest just to do after the fact by scanning. Okay. KV in range scene. If K equals 3, 3's plus equals 1, else if K is 2, 2's plus equals 1. You know what? That's going to confuse me. Doubles, triples. Result is triples times doubles. That's going to be one of those. I need to define triples. Doubles are both 0. Go right there to the go. Oops. Can't do it that way. Fine. Fine. Great. What's the... Oh. Oops. Ha! Ha ha, I'm very funny. Great. 34. What did I do wrong? Oh. Yeah, in fact, I don't care what the keys are. If I didn't get it right, then we'll find out what I did wrong. That's not the right answer. Okay, that's fine. Four of them contain a letter which appears exactly twice. Contain a letter that appears exactly 3 times. Okay, so let's run it on a simple input and just double check that I have the logic correct. What did Eric tweet? I'm gonna get distracted by that. Excellent. Okay. So if I were to get these, screw you, go away. So let's just double check that that works. So that should give 0, that's fine. Okay. That should give... Now, should give 1. Yep. If no letter appears exactly 3 times, the answer should be... so that should be now 2. Okay. So what did I do wrong? Exactly 2 of any letter. Exactly 3 of any letter. I'm recreating the map every time. Triples is... Triples times doubles. Strange. How long is this? Am I overflowing something? Oh, it's just 250. That should be fine. What have I done wrong? Oh, hints 3A, but 3B, and it only counts once. Got it. Oh, now I feel like a complete idiot. Reading comprehension is hard, as it turns out. Great. So... that's fine. Okay. Fine. Okay. Should is simpler way to do it, but I don't care. This is more readable. There, that feels like a more solid answer. Success. Okay. Part 2. 2 ideas that differ by the same character in the different streams. Yeah, it's absolutely a reading comprehension puzzle. Okay. Now, we don't need to touch the input file anymore. And I'm going to maybe leave the simple file alone for now. Differ exactly 1 character. What letters are common between the 2 correct box IDs? I have some ideas as to how to solve this. Okay, we don't need a variable for part B. I'm going to print out both. I'm going to compute both of them at the same time. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to construct a variety of different maps. So we happen to know that these are 26 characters long? No, that's not right. They are 25 characters long, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to want to essentially take out one letter at a time from each of them. That way I only need to iterate 26 times rather than having to check every single one against every single other one. Because I really want to avoid an n squared problem. So, let's see. Okay. Make a map from int to map from string to bool. I think that will do it. Okay. That makes logical sense to me. Let me see where the stream is lagging. I show 0 drop frames. That is just you. Okay. So what I want to do is 0 value initialization is fine. How do I do this? So what to do here is for I in, let's see, oh, right, yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's see, if pause, if memo pause equals nil, then memo pause equals make map string bool. Okay, and then now if memo pause L from 0 to pause. How do I concatenate strings? I think I can just use the plus operator. Pause plus 1 to end. Just double check that's true. Strings. You know what? I trust that's fine. If it doesn't compile, it doesn't compile. Trunk, then okay. Otherwise, memo pause trunk. Like that. Let's see whether that works. Perfect. Okay, that is day 2. Oh. Wait, what? I don't want my inputs to be committed. Is it right? How did I do this? Well, simple question to answer. Are my inputs in my 2017 repo? No, so I must have had a git ignore. Good. That looks good. Get diff staged. Make sure that looks okay. Get ignore looks okay. Happy enough with that. Happy enough with that. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think that's fine. The one change that I would make is I would change scene 3 and scene 2 to 0 and then set to 1 and they just end conditionally add scene 3 to triples and add scene 2 to doubles, but either way works. Yep, we're checking this in. All right, I will turn my attention to the stream chat for a couple of minutes before I fall asleep. Let's see, how many people have solved so far? Yeah, not bad. I'm sure more people will solve when they wake up. This is not a Eastern time zone friendly time. All right, well, I'm not seeing any activity in this stream chat, so I'm going to log off for the night. See y'all here tomorrow night at midnight Eastern. Have a good night.